Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Thank you for being here today. Hope that all is well. 60andMe is a community for women over 60, and we write about all kinds of topics that are concerned about the aging process, the things that women over 60 are going through as they merge into this new phase of their life, and in this case, a new year, and time for reflection. And I've got a conversation today that I think is really interesting. It's about mindset, really, about how we approach this time of our lives. And it starts with an article written by one of our bloggers, Lorraine Melendez. And she wrote this article based on, it's a book by Charles Dickens. And it's a quote that I think is so relevant and so interesting. And I wanted to read from her article the words from this book. Charles Dickens, of course, it was written in the 18th century, but it's just so relevant, I think. It's from the book, A Tale of Two Cities. And this is how it starts. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief. It was the epoch of incredulity. It was a season of light. It was a season of darkness. It was the spring of hope. It was the winter of despair. We had everything before us. We had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven. We were all going direct the other direction. I haven't actually read this book by Charles Dickens. I'm inspired to read it now because that was so interesting that, that we live in a world that is just so split down the middle, depending on how you see it, how your mindset is working. And I think it's just a really fascinating way of looking at the world in the 21st century. For some, this has never been better. Their lives have never been better. We've got so much at our fingertips, disposal. We've got technology, we've got entertainment, we've got connection, we've got travel. We've got so many things. It's never been better. And then for others, it's never been worse. It was the best of times and the worst of times. We've had a lot of loss in the last couple of years. I mean, not just, of course, counting the precious lives that have been lost with this pandemic, but just the things we've lost in terms of our freedom to travel, our freedom to think and plan and relax, and our freedom to meet people, our freedom to get out into the world and make new friends, make new relationships, if that was what we wanted. I know so many women in our community, we've talked about this, about how, we all thought our retirement, in quotes, was going to be a certain way, that we were going to have the opportunity to do things that are just not going to happen. We've got tensions in the political sphere. We've got tensions in the families area. We've got lots of challenges as we get older with the role that we play in the world. What is our relevance? How important are we? Not to mention just the things that we deal with as an older person. Our health, staying healthy, staying fit, exercising, finding things to do that keep us busy and occupied. Finding opportunities to express our crafts and our creativity. All those things are, kind of questioned right now because we just don't have the opportunity to get out into the world and engage. We're an engaging community of women. I think that I don't know if many of you know about our Patreon supporters group. We have a friendship lounge that we hold every couple of days, and it's basically a chance to meet new friends. And it's a smaller group, so we can talk freely about things that are on each other's minds and connect people up and so on. But we talk there about the fact that there's something about older women, I think, that we're very empathetic or empathic. I think that's the way you say it. Empathic. We feel for other people. We feel for the world. We feel the depths of emotions that maybe other younger people or even our family or friends just don't feel. And I think that that's what gives us a special uniqueness and a relevance for this time in the world. But at the same time, it can be very challenging to how to create a season of light in the darkness. I mean, there's things we can't change. We can't change this pandemic. We can't change complexity of relationships that we might have developed over the years with family estrangement, with children and challenges in the family world. But changing our thinking can change everything. And I think that's the secret that Lorraine talks about in this article. We can't change anything else, but we can change the way that we see it and the way that we respond to it. So it starts off with how you start your day. What's the first thing you do? And I'll be honest with you, I pick up my phone. I do it all the time. But do you tend to do something that's distracting, brings you into the world of confusion and complexity, or do you do something a little bit more uplifting to start your day? Even just a 2-minute meditation or a 2-minute gratitude check-in. Like, what are the 3 things that you're really, really grateful for right now? Even just starting the day with that, just starting with a cup of tea, gazing out the window, or even going for a walk, if you can do that first thing in the morning, just connecting yourself to a way to set up your mind for hope and not fear. Media is designed to get your attention. It's designed to sell media. I mean, that's what it does. And it doesn't do that by being, being hopeful and calm. It does it by being dramatic and being controversial. So think about what you think about, you bring about, is what Lorraine says. And I think that's the truth, is that think about something positive and that's what you'll bring about. The other thing that she mentions, of course, is, there's no new tips here, by the way. I've got no magic. It's just all about exercising, about moving. And weight-bearing exercises as we get older are super important. We need to keep our muscles strong. Why? Well, because it's healthy for our heart and it's healthy for our body, but also it keeps us fit and we don't fall and we don't hurt ourselves. Because when you fall when you're a little older, you can do damage. More than when you were younger and you kind of literally bounce back. You now have to be careful about what you do to stay healthy. And also, you need to do things that make you feel good. So you need those dopamine, serotonin, boosts, not just from social media, but the ones that you get from exercise and getting out there into the world and just connecting. It's not perfect. And no, maybe it's not possible right now for you to get out too much, but you have to do the best that we can. Exercise, moving, even yoga, Pilates, anything that you can do. And there's things online too. This is one of that good and bad. The good news is there's just tons of really cool programs that you can join online, walking, exercising, yoga. Do it and just move. Another thing is food. Eating to live, not living to eat. Now, this is one of my big challenges, and I'm kind of, totally committed to it for this new year, is I've got to eat whole foods, not processed foods. I've got to eat, vegetables more than carbohydrates. And, the routine. I mean, I'm not preaching the converted. I mean, I know we're all trying our best, but it is about eating food that is good for you and not just, eating to eat. Eating to calm your nerves or to help with your emotions or to get you through a difficult time. Food can be your only friend because it doesn't talk back. It doesn't question you. It doesn't say, hey, you sure you want to eat that cake or those 3 cookies instead of 1 cookie? It doesn't care. It just, all it wants to know is that you want to eat, and you have to get control of that. Another thing, and I'm actually, as I'm talking here, I'm sitting up, is like, what's your posture? Your posture is so important. Do the books on the head, walking around the room. See how good you are at it. Keep your head up high. Keep your back straight, and keep those lungs breathing in good air, and do good things for your body. And actually, I just bought something recently, which is one of these braces, like a back brace. And I haven't got it on today, but just when you're sitting for a long period, it just kind of pushes you up a bit. And it reminds you to be careful about your posture. Take care, as Lorraine says, take care of your health as if you are going to live to be 100. But live your life as if you were going to die tomorrow. You can't give up. You can't give up on the things that make you feel good and make you feel excited about life. But just translate those into things that are healthier for you and plan to live to 100. You can do this. Make your tale that Charles Dickens talked about the best of all times, not the worst of all times. Make them joyful times. Sparkle with just your enthusiasm for life and your love of the gift that we have to be 60-plus-year-old women. It's just incredible to have made it this far and to be, hopefully able to help in ways that are energizing and positive. So, how are you living through these difficult times? What are you doing to change your mindset so that you're able to see things with a glow of positivity and hope rather than sadness? I'd really be interested in that. What techniques are you using? What do you practice to keep your mind in a positive framework? I hope you found this useful. I love this kind of topic, and thank you, Lorraine, for the article. Please take care of yourselves, and if you would like to join our supporters group, by the way, is patreon.com/60andme. And also, if you enjoyed this video, would you give it a thumbs up, because that helps YouTube to share it with other people, and also subscribe to the channel. We do 4 videos every week, and if you press the notification bell, that will tell you when new things are published. So I would love to have you here. Okay, everybody, have a super day wherever you are. Take very good care of yourself. Stay safe and strong and hopeful. And we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.